Hey, I'm Logan. I'm a woodworker. This is my woodworking channel. This is my friend Red. You may have met. I use the word friend lightly. Sometimes I'm feeling it for Red and I'm using them, and sometimes I'm not. I'm not feeling it. I'm using other things. He is a edge band trimmer from Fastcap. Sometimes we don't always get along. There's good times, trust me, and there's some questionable times. He's very effective at times, but other times he ruins my work. Is it my fault? Maybe. Am I gonna accept full responsibility for all of my mistakes? No. No, I'm not. I'm gonna shift the blame a little bit. This isn't an attack on Red or to make him feel inadequate in any way, but I wanna explain a little bit more about the relationship that I have with Red and why it is so complicated. You see, Red is a common edge banding tool that a lot of woodworkers use, and there's a variety of different ways to trim edge banding, iron-on edge banding on your work pieces. There are a bunch of different companies that make similar ones, one that looks like this and one that looks like this and this. I'm gonna show you a few things about Red so you really get to know him very well. Red can be used as one whole piece or separated and be used as two separate pieces if you want to go at one side at a time. With these little nifty blades that are interchangeable, you have 4 different points of contact where when it's at one unit, it can go this way or that way. You can flip it over and go this way or that way as well. So if one wears out, you have these other points. So it lasts quite a while with all these different blades. This is 3/4 inch Baltic birch edge banding. And one of the problems I run into with this particular edge banding is the grain pattern change with the finger joint. So once the finger joint is connected to 2 pieces of the edge banding, the grain can switch on you. And that's when I seem to run into the most of the problems with this particular type of trimmer. Let's see how this one goes. And just as I suspected, the grain here is coming in this way, and as we go against the grain, it chips out the edge. Now, this can be fixed by going in this direction, but as it transitions, it's very difficult, and that's why I have an issue with this particular trimmer. Take a look at this. You can clearly see where it just digs in and takes that right out. With some of the other methods, you can really avoid these types of mistakes. When doing a large project with a lot of edge banding, watching out for these kind of transitions and the grain change can really disrupt your workflow. So that's another reason why this particular tool just doesn't always get along with me well. Here's a perfect example of a piece where the grain goes this way and then the grain goes that way. And you can see at the finger joint, it intersects. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start from here and go this way with the grain and then stop and go from here to here along with the grain as well, and hopefully meet a point where we don't get any tear out. So let's try. I'm gonna use only one side this time. That way I can really regulate the pressure that I'm applying. Let's switch to the other side. Looks like that piece came out pretty good. That's a nice edge. The only problem is you really got to know how to use that tool. There's no doubt that Red and I have had some good times and some bad times. And if you're wondering, well, if I'm not going to use this tool to trim my edge banding, then what tool am I going to use? Well, in this video right here, I go over 4 different ways to trim your edge banding. It's another video of this multi-video edge banding series that you're not gonna wanna miss. So watch all the videos and start with this one next. See ya!